Maybe you can start by telling us your name and what you do for a living.
Okay, my name is Lethin Mugavazi. I'm Zimbabwean and I am a sculptress. Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about when you started sculpting and how you got started?
Okay, I started sculpting at a very tender age. I am from a family of artists and there is talent in the family. And when I discovered that I also had a talent, I was a teen, just like 12 years old. That's when I started playing around with stone, but became serious when I was around 17. Yes. Yeah.
And how did you learn how to sculpt?
I learned it from my brothers.
Okay.
My brothers are prominent artists and they've been doing it for all their lives. So when I was born, they were all day doing the sculpting. So I learned everything from them.
Okay.
Yes, I would go sit next to my brothers, watch them how they do and how they handle the tools. That's how I did learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your brothers didn't happily teach you sculpting, did they?
No. My brothers didn't like me doing the sculptures. Yeah. They said, no, it's not a woman's job. I belong in the kitchen or just have to be a teacher or somebody else. So what I was doing was like my brother would stop working around 3 every day. So I would go steal his tools, just work, just doing exactly what he was doing before. That's how I started working. So when I finished one of my sculptures, there was a customer. Since there was a gallery at home, I sold the sculpture. Then the next thing I did was to go to the nearest town to go and buy my own tools. That's how I started. Yeah.
How did you get your brother to accept that you were in fact a sculptress?
My brother accepted me as a sculptress soon after I had my first trip. That was 11 years ago. Yeah, when I had my first trip to go overseas. That's when he said, okay, she is a sculptress. Yeah, he welcomed me now. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So that must have been hard at the beginning. Talk a little bit about how people felt about it.
Yes, it was very hard. Like I remember the most one of the things I don't really forget was I was chased from church just because I was an artist. I was putting on trousers and it was like a taboo those days for girls to put on trousers in the community where I lived. Yeah, because when I was growing up, it was like a village, right? So you'd go to the village church. So everybody would see yourself like you are not accepted. Yeah.
So that's hard.
Yeah, it did, but to me it didn't do anything. Yeah, because I knew what I wanted, and I say that was part of my life. I had said I wanted to be an artist, so nobody was going to stop me from doing that. Yes.
Are there any other women carving stone now in Zimbabwe? Like, how has that changed?
They are. I am. I can say I am from a second generation of women sculptors in Zimbabwe, because they are also first generation women sculptors. Also, the first one, I asked her how did she start sculpting. She told me the same thing like I told you, that her husband didn't like her to touch his tools. So you'd wait when the husband is going to go and do a booze, then he would steal the tools again and do sculpting.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hard. Do you wish there were different resources available when you were young? Like, what do you wish had been different?
What I wish that could have been different was, you see, the support. Like you see in like maybe it's a culture thing. I don't know. People in my culture, they don't believe like in what I've seen here in the Western world. You support your child when they are still young. They see that they have a talent, and the parents, they do support their child. In Africa, it's different. It's only now when people are educated, they now know the importance of the talents in their children. Yes. So I wish if everybody could just notice the talent in their kids and They'll just help them bring to develop their talents. Yeah.
And tell us about your family, because you have a family now of your own.
Yes, I have my family of my own. I have my husband. His name is Obet. He's Obet Nyampapira. I don't use his surname for the reasons that when I got married to him, I was already established in the industry. So my surname is Nyampapira, and I use my maiden surname Mugabazi. Yes. So we have 2 girls, a 14-year-old and a 4-year-old. Yes.
And who's looking after them now?
The father is. Yeah. My eldest one, she stays in boarding school, and the youngest one, she's the one who's with the father. But like this time, as we finish in August, that's a school holiday in Zimbabwe. So she will be home with the father. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's okay with that?
He's okay with that. He's a very loving husband. He's very good with kids, and he supports me so much. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Sometimes I say, if like with African men, sometimes they are too possessive. They don't support their woman. Yeah, but he is different. He does dishes, he does everything, all house chores. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Which is good. I appreciate that so much. Yeah.
And what about your daughters? Like, how do you hope things will be different for them, or how are you helping them to kind of face some of the obstacles that they might face also as women, as girls?
Yeah, as girls. For my girls, you see, I have a very big vision for my girls. I hope it works for them. You see, like me, I am not like a very much educated person. I didn't go to university. But the first thing I want to do for my girls, I want them to go to university. I want them to do what's best for them. Yes, I want to support them so much. No wonder with my first one, I did put her in a very expensive school when she was starting school. Yeah, so many people were saying, you are an artist, where are you going to get all this money to put this girl in school? Then I said, okay, where there is a will, there is always a way. So, of course, with struggles, she made it through her primary school in a very good school. Now she is in high school, just the same. I'm just working it out, and of course you go through ups and downs, but yeah, you can manage. Yeah.
Well, that's actually one of the things I wanted to ask about is how much this actually provides you with a living. Like, are you able to kind of earn a living? Do you have enough to support your family?